Okay, this is about the 5th time that I've redone this video. Apparently I cannot have the TV on or it's a copyright violation and YouTube gets all pissy and takes away your First Amendment rights and all that stuff. What I'm doing is making a video of putting together a fence, I'm sorry, not a fence, but an antenna for off-grid. I have the video, it's already been published 3 or 4 times, but it's censored because it supposedly has copyrighted information in it. So I can't show you pixelation, signal strength, or anything like that on the TV, which is really unfortunate because that's important. I had a cheap antenna up in the air out there. It's $59 off of Amazon, and Alamogordo is right out that way, about 70 miles I think, and I could pick up a good number of channels with that, but it has a rotor in it and the rotor broke, so it wouldn't turn so I could focus it on the channels. Therefore I was losing channels that I wanted. I don't even know if I can say this, but I want certain channels. I'm not going to name them because these guys get all clowny. It's been a fight getting it together. I'm going to have to go through and edit out every single picture of the TV with anything on it, or they won't publish the video. What I did, I bought a Televes, it's a Televes antenna. It comes with an amplifier. It's an amplified antenna and it's very large. The reason I'm doing this is DirecTV is costing me $900 a year, $75 a month. I'm trying to save money. I'm retired, Sue's retired, we live on Social Security, we have some stocks and stuff that we buy and sell and make money off of that, but we're trying to save money. And in this day and age, it's perfectly understandable. We got a clown for president, clown for senate, that whole nine yards, and they're just jacking prices up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through this thing, and I may have to put in new parts to try and explain what went on, where I take out stuff out of this video that has a picture of the TV on. So we're going to get started on it. You've got, as far as off-grid goes, you've got the internet, which it's not off-grid. The internet is on-grid. Telephone, which is not off-grid, DirecTV, Dish Network, none of that is off-grid. So I don't know who all is trying to go off-grid. Chances are you're not going to be completely off-grid, and it's understandable. We all like to watch TV. We all like to use our telephones. Great for an emergency. I don't have electricity. I don't have gas. I have propane. I have solar. My internet is Starlink, which is great. It's just the price keeps going up. So I'm kind of waiting for T-Mobile to get their internet out here. I have the T-Mobile home internet in Rollins, and that cost me $50 a month, and it's great. It works fantastic. But out here, they're not going to have enough subscribers to justify putting T-Mobile internet out here. That's what's going to end up happening. I don't expect we'll ever get fiber optic out here or anything like that. So I had, as you know, HughesNet for a very long time, and it just sucks big green donkey dicks in hell, and that's no lie. If you can go with Starlink, do it. It's probably $20 more a month than HughesNet, but you don't have those data caps. You don't have problems. You don't have the lag. You have fairly decent speeds. You just have to make sure that you have a clear view of sight all the way around. If you don't have a clear view of sight, you're just going to complain, so don't buy it. But that's where we're at. I'm trying to make a video here to show you what I did, how I did it, as far as getting antenna up on the roof to bring in some off-grid channels. Alamogordo has probably 30 channels, maybe 40, and I can get, as you'll see at the end of this video, I can get 20 channels with this new antenna. The antenna is up there. This video has been made 5 times now, and they keep rejecting it at YouTube. So I'm taking out everything that has anything on the TV. So here we go. Wish me luck. Okay, the first segment, which I had to delete, had information about how many channels I have to start with. To start with, I had 8 channels, and I did not have the channels that I wanted. MeTV is one of them that I wanted, and I did not have it. That one has some good programs on it. I kind of use that one as a clock. I need noise. I have tinnitus, and I have it pretty bad, and I need noise to cover up the noise. I talked a little bit about the channels you can get on the cloud, on the internet. We have Apple TV, we have Paramount Plus, we have Discovery Plus, AMC Plus, a lot of channels you can get, and you can get them cheap, or actually some of them you can get for nothing at all, that have lots of channels on them, lots of regular channels. I found one, can't think of the name of it offhand, but it has what I call the Godzilla channel on it. It plays nothing but Godzilla movies all day. Gotta love Godzilla. It has Star Trek, 2 or 3 Star Trek channels. I found another one, which is on the back TV, that I watch at night, that has all kinds of Star Trek channels on it. Individual channels. There's a complete list of monster movies, and I like monster movies. What can I say? They're all true stories or documentaries about what happened out here years ago. But it talks about what you can get without DirecTV, without commercial satellite internet or television coming into your house. You get a lot of stuff. You just have to have good internet to do it. Paramount. We love Paramount. It's really, really good. But I think that one costs a couple dollars a month. And like for T-Mobile users, I don't know about the others for sure, with Verizon, AT&T and all that, but with T-Mobile, you can go online and subscribe to these through T-Mobile and get a discount on those channels. And if you rented them all, you would not, if you had to pay for them, you wouldn't approach $75 a month. But that was what the first section of this video was about, and I'm deleting it. I got 8 channels, and we talked about what you can get on the cloud, what you can get online. There's a lot out there. Okay, so gonna go on and edit some more. If I can figure out how to turn this on. Well, I don't know what I did, but the thing zoomed out. But anyhow, that's the antenna I'm going to put in. It's called a T-Force, and I'll have to try and figure out how to unzoom this back. No, it's not a T-Force. It's a Televes, and it's a Boss Mix LR. So, and that's kind of what it's going to look like. There's all the parts. Let me get this thing out of whatever mode it's in. Okay, I'm out of whatever mode it was in. There's all the parts. It even comes with a nifty 10mm wrench. It'll be lost before this is over. But that's the antenna box. I got it off Amazon. It's gonna go way up there, if you can see that. And what we did back here is, I'm gonna walk on back. What we did back here is, I've got the antenna pole cemented into the ground. It's on a hinge and it's bolted to the solar panel mount, and about 20 feet, almost 30 feet up there. Not quite 30 feet, but that's what I've got. So anyhow, I'm gonna get with it. Well, so far it kind of looks like the pictures. One thing I found is it's in fine print down there. You gotta wear a magnifying glass to see it. But you snug these screws down until they're flush. They're a carriage bolt like this, and there's two different sizes. This one's longer than these two, but you can see that this bar is quite a bit larger diameter. So you snug these down. I put Loctite on them and got Loctite all over the place. I don't think they're going to come off. So anyhow, that's where we're at so far. This is an amplified antenna. It's got a built-in amplifier. It does not have a rotor. So if I need a rotor, I'll have to put a separate rotor on for it, which is fine, because what I found so far is the ones with rotors are absolute junk. So anyhow, back to work. Okay, it's all together. These are the parts I had left over. A little bitty screw. I think I know where that one might have gone. It's a spare. Probably a spare, and hopefully a spare. This is the cover for the coax. It had a screw-on connector in it. I hate screw-on connectors. They just don't work. But I'll put this on and some tar. Grab my pop. Over here is the antenna. It's not small. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was, actually. I'll have to get a piece of pipe and align this, make sure it's square with this bar here, but these are the mounts for the pole. And that's about it. It's ready to go up. These are the, I don't know what's what. These are the UHF reflectors. This is the VHF reflector according to the instructions, but I think it's the other way around. This does have some pretty darn good size antennas on it. This is a reflector. This is a receive. It goes in through here, these two bars, and goes into, oh, I think I made a mistake. I see a mistake. I will have to fix it. It goes into here, which is the amplifier. My mistake is that these two pieces go here on that one, and that long bar goes here. So I'll have to fix that before I go any further. That's simple. At least it's just one mistake, hopefully. So later on, I'm not going to do it right now. It's pretty warm. I need to go in and get cooled off. I'll take that down. I'll go ahead and set the tripod out here so that if it kills me, you'll have a good video of what killed me. It's not light. That's a 2-inch square tube and a fence pole up on top. I may not leave it that high. I don't think I'll need to, really, but we'll see. I don't want to take it down any more than I have to because it is heavy. So I'm going to set this down on the ground. Well, actually, I'm going to fix my mistake first, and then I will get some cooled off a little bit and come back out. You'll have fun. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is take those two bolts out right there already cut the cable. I'm going to put a splice in there where it's cut. And I have to move the ladder. I'm going to set it down on top of this board because that antenna is so big that I don't want to hit the ground out there, and it will. So, got the tripod set up, and here we go. Okay, it's ready to come down. I just got to knock one bolt out, and let me turn this around here just a little bit. You can see me when I fall off the ladder. And I'm going to get that bolt out and drop her down. Well, that sucker is heavy, but it's down. So I'll have to get it a little bit lower to get that antenna on it, and I still need to align the mount. So I'll be back. The antenna's on the pole, and it's ready to raise up, but I need to go over here and fix the coax first. I suspect I cut the coax just a little bit too soon because it's not going to be, the splice isn't going to be where I wanted it. It's going to end up being exposed, and I didn't really want that. So here we go. I may have to just take it back down again and replace the coax again because I wanted it to be up underneath the eave and not out in the open. It's just better that way. I can coat it with some silicone and it'll probably be okay. I'll be back. Okay, the coax came out pretty good considering I don't have a proper stripping tool. So I'm going to lift it back up and I hope I survive. Here we go. That's what you call a holy crap moment. Okay, up to now, what you just watched, finishing that much of it only got me 15 channels. The pole that we used was a square tube. It was a 2-inch square tube, and it was attached to a 10-foot 1 3/8, like a fence post, up to the antenna. So it was a total of 30 feet high. I was only getting 15 channels. The only way that I could adjust that would have been to take it down and put it up, and take it down and put it up. I saw in the videos how much trouble that was to take it down and put it up, take it down and put it up. In the video that I had to take out, I showed disconnecting and reconnecting the amplifier because I wasn't sure it was working. So I disconnected it, bypassed it, and hooked it directly to the TV. And I still got all the same 15 channels, but some of them had some pixelation in them. And I checked the signal strength, and it was like 20 to 25% signal strength. Not very good. I reconnected the amplifier, and it jumped up to 40 to 50% signal strength. So the amplifier is working. This is the base. And then up in the antenna, there's another unit that is the actual amplifier. It comes down to this. So this powers the amplifier that's up there. It wasn't quite right, and there's no way to turn the antenna without taking it down. So what I did is I went up to Corona. There's a place up there called Huey's. It's just metal. They have any kind of metal you can think of. I went up there and I bought a 20-foot round pole. I made, a friend of mine, Bob, and we made a mount with a piece of square tube with a round tube on top of that the round tube that we bought would fit inside of. So I could grab a hold of that round tube and just turn it. And I could turn the whole antenna with ease. And that worked. So I've got the video of that here. But yeah, the amplifier was working, but I just was not getting enough channels. And as I discovered, and as you'll see, I only had to move the antenna a couple of degrees to get all the channels that I wanted. And I still haven't experimented to turn it around. I think if I point towards Las Cruces, I'll get even more channels. And also there is a lot of TV stations that come out of Socorro, New Mexico. I should be able to get those. Albuquerque, I think I'm too low, but I will try it. So let's get on with this. I'll show you the mount that we installed and go from there. Okay, so there's the antenna. I think you can see it there. It's facing the same direction that the other one was. The splice came out really well. It's not exactly where I wanted it, but I've got some silicone there that I can put on it, and we'll get it all sealed up. At the worst, I may have to just get more coax. I wanted it over in this area over here. That way I didn't have to take it all out of the house when I lower and raise the antenna. And I probably will be lowering and raising the antenna. I'll be back. Okay, so you remember I had a square pole. So we changed the square pole to a round pole, and a round pole inside the round pole, and fastened right there. And the antenna is way up there someplace. Now, I'll tell you, it was a nightmare getting that up. I ended up making a uh, come along system here to pull it up. But oh man, I tried to lift it myself, and it wasn't going to happen. This pole is heavier than the square pole. I think what the problem was, Archimedes said that if he had a lever, he could move the Earth. Well, that antenna is fastened to the ground down there, so I was the fulcrum of that lever, and the antenna was trying to move the Earth. So I was stuck between the antenna and the Earth, literally. But I got some pretty good bruises out of it, but it was fun. I got it up there. I had to clean up my mess and go help clean up another mess. So y'all have fun out there. I might just I'll tell you, to be perfectly honest with you, I'm getting 20 channels. And DirecTV is costing me $75 a month. I gotta really weigh whether or not this is going to be worth it. I've got 20 channels. Maybe 2 or 3 of them are channels that I want. And $75, what is that? 12,000 something a year. Well, I don't know. You got to decide on that. It's not been an easy project at all, but it works. The other night I lost internet and lost DirecTV in a major storm. I didn't even think about trying the antenna. So, but anyhow, literally up there, I only had to move it. That's only maybe 2 or 3 degrees from where it was originally, and I wasn't able to pick up all those channels. Pretty directional. So, but yeah, I have to weigh it. I like DirecTV. I can't stand Dish. They're just way overpriced. But decisions. So I'm going to publish this. Y'all have fun out there. Okay, so that was the new pole that we made, and it's working quite well. But it was so heavy, I got it up 5 feet, 6 feet from where I needed it, and I could not push it any further. I'm still sore. I have bruises on my shoulder from it. It was a chore. So if you do something like this, be careful. I need to make another one. I've got the square pole sitting out there. I need to make one for my VHF antenna for ham radio, and that's what I'm going to use for that. But I'm going to make a better mount, much like we did on the wind generator out there. It'll be the same style of mount, and I'm going to raise it with the winch on the truck. I mean, that killed me. That hurt. And I didn't want to be dead out there laying on the ground and have giant radioactive man-eating ants eat me. But that was fun. If it's done, it works. I'm not going to take it down again. I do worry about that 1 3/8 pole being not heavy enough for the wind that they have out here. It's not much different from Wyoming wind. We're the same altitude. It's 6,780 at my house in Rawlins and 6,000 feet here. So the weather is not that much different. We still have the same storms and everything come through. It's just not quite as cold. So that's where I'm at. I got it done. It's really a shame that I couldn't show you the whole thing, but I did what I could. So I would suggest getting a cheap antenna first and rotate it around, see if it works. You might have really good luck with it. This antenna that I bought was about $200. It's Televes, Televes. If you look up the Antenna Man on YouTube, and he does a lot of reviews on all kinds of different antennas, and he tells me that the one that I have out there is total junk, which I believe, and he shows him just crumbling in his hands and stuff like that. But he highly recommends this antenna that I installed in. I like it. Once it was done, I got 20 channels, and I think I could get more. At one point, I had 21 on that antenna when the rotor was working. When the rotor's not working anymore, it's really a junk antenna. So that's where I'm at. I hope this helps you with your off-grid adventures, and go from there. Hey, subscribe. If you're watching this, please subscribe. I have 483 people. I know I'm not the most exciting person in the world. I have 483 people. I need 1,000 so I can monetize the channel. And that would really help pay the bills if I get that. I do get a lot of views on these videos, but I need more subscribers. So spread the word. Share them, send them to other people, and we'll do that. I tried to put a couple of them on the off-grid Facebook page, but they won't allow videos, which is really sad. Because how are you going to know if you can't make a video? You take individual pictures of each step and put them on there, and that's okay. The videos aren't okay. I'll let y'all go and subscribe. Thank you.